40 laps is the distance. It's Jonathan Davenport on the pole, Ricky Thornton Jr. on the outside, and they fire in the starting zone in turns number 3 and 4.
That's right. Jonathan Davenport takes them into 1 and 2. Alberson up to second. Now Thornton to his outside down the back straightaway. Thornton will take the second spot away from Alberson. Lap number 1, though, is going to go to the 49 of Blairsville, Georgia's Jonathan Davenport.
Jonathan Davenport, who admitted it's been a hot minute since he's been here to Senoia Raceway, going to get a very healthy advantage to start this one. And right now, the field still 2 by 2 by 2 behind him. And we've got trouble coming off corner number 2 as Ethan Dodson is slow in the back straightaway. Matthew Taylor has been caught up in an accident, and Carson Ferguson also involved.
3 bodies, instant replay. And keep an eye on it. As, Matthew Taylor just got around.
Okay.
And Ethan Dodson, with nowhere to go, gets collected. With Senoia Raceway, Castrol FloRacing Night in America, presented by Kubota's back underway.
Indeed it is. Jonathan Davenport led the opening lap and had a healthy advantage.
Oh, but he missed it down in 1 and 2, DJ. He shot up the track, Thornton to the lead, and now Davenport's going to look back to his outside as Davenport just got a little crossed up down there, and you got a new leader, Ricky Thornton Jr., but here comes JD.
And I thought for a moment, actually, Dylan Knowles was going to go down to the bottom side of the racetrack and drive by both of them. He wasn't able to do it, and they're throwing sliders on each other at the front of the field with Dylan Knowles right there lurking in the shadows as he comes off the 4th corner. I thought he was going to rail the 49.
And maybe Dylan Knowles is the guy that could get that surprise win here tonight as your top two cars break away just a little bit. Dylan Knowles comes under fire from Garrett Alberson. And yeah, Davenport is just like the car took off on him on that restart, and that allowed Thornton to go by now with 4 laps complete, 36 to go. And man, I tell you what, it is tricky getting into 1 as we just saw Knowles' car take off on him.
Ashton Winger, man. Winger has got a line on the inside of that racetrack that he likes really, really well as he just smoked a few guys like a cigarette working his way around him. He's up to 3rd right now. Side by side for 4th as you look back on the battle for 5th. There's the battle for 4th now between Bobby Pierce in 32 and the 15 Garrett Alberson.
Pierce with a gnarly one. Hang on, Thornton got high down in 1 and 2. He'll get it back together though, and that allows Davenport to make up a little bit of ground.
You're exactly right, Ben. Business going to pick up at the front of the field as RTJ has caught the tail end of the field, and the first driver to go 1 lap down is going to be Spence in the 19M.
And Thornton throws a slider at him. Man, sprint cars would love this place tonight as it's got you could build 2 cushions on this thing, 1 in the middle and 1 on the top, as right now Thornton and Davenport working through lap traffic, and JD's not letting Ricky get away from him.
Yeah, no, those 2 drivers have collectively pulled away by 2.5 seconds over your 3rd place car, which is now Bobby Pierce, your leader. Here comes Bobby Pierce trying to take 2nd from JD.
Bobby Pierce looks to the outside, coming around to complete lap number 17. Out front it's Thornton, and Davenport will hold on to 2nd, but he's got Pierce right there with him. As Pierce going to work, he diamonds off the corner. Alberson in 4th. Fager sits back in 5th as they work off into 3 and 4. And man, it is kamikaze style here tonight.
Yeah, and it's wild to watch him kind of push his groove up the racetrack as well as Pierce is able to clear Davenport and officially take 2nd spot at the stripe. Alberson right now in 4th, and Jason Fager's worked his way back up into the top 5. Ben, this time by, we are 1 lap shy of halfway, and neither Davenport nor Bobby Pierce are letting Ricky Thornton Jr. out of the crosshairs.
And how about Davenport battling back around Pierce, and now Pierce looks back to the inside of Davenport. Good battle for that position, getting rough on the bottom in 3 and 4 again. Alberson sits back in 4th, Fager in 5th, and now Thornton's going to put just a little bit of distance between himself and that battle for 2nd, which has been an entertaining one.
Wet weather was coming in, and right now Ricky Thornton Jr. back out front here at Senoia, 9/10 of a second the advantage for the driver.
Oh, Davenport, man, I don't know. I thought he broke, but he's back in the gas. That car completely slowed through turns 1 and 2, and he's going to give 2nd back to Pierce as Pierce sets his sights on Ricky Thornton Jr.
Yeah, something wasn't right there with that 49.
It was like it died almost.
Yeah, I don't. He's losing ground right now to the 32 as well. I don't know what the miss is in the 49. Yeah, he shut it down. He shut it down there, Ben. He's going to pull it in. Something is not right on that Lance Landers Double L Motorsports entry. We'll see if he's able to keep that car on the bottom and nurse it down to the infield.
And they come around to complete lap number 29. 11 laps to go. They're catching the back of the pack. Not a lot of cars are left, but they are catching the back of the pack. And now Pierce closing in on Ricky Thornton Jr. And we go back to the opener at Macon Speedway back earlier this year in May, and those two had some fireworks to start the year, and since then, they have had a really good year on tour. And here comes Pierce with just 10 laps to go. Oh, as Thornton gets to the inside of Brendan Smith down the back straightaway. Bobby Pierce closes in. This is the battle for the lead.
Absolutely it is, and this happens 3.4 seconds in front of your third place car, Garrett Alberson, as we have got a battle right here between the 20 RT and the 32 up at the front of the field. The 32 not letting him get away.
All right, now they are bouncing through the holes. They're rocking the cushion. Pierce is right there with Thornton, and we've got 8 laps to go, and it's a 2-car showdown here tonight at Senoia.
And those two drivers are putting on a show at the front of the field. As the 20 RT gets a little sideways off the corner. Bobby Pierce going to try to drive down to the inside, unable to do so. 7 laps to go this time by, and RTJ going to throw a slider on the F1 of Peyton Freeman.
And that was a big-time move right there, as now Thornton is going to get a little bit of breathing room. Ricky Thornton Jr. took the lead on a lap 2 restart, and he runs down the back straightaway, DJ, for the final time off into 3 and 4.
He will indeed. Through turns 3 and 4, the checkered flag staring him in the eye. Your opening night winner of the Peach State Classic is going to be Ricky Thornton Jr.
Bobby Pierce comes home in second. Garrett Alberson in third. Dalton Wilson 19th to 4th. Jason Fager in 5th.